That clip you just saw was from almost 4 years ago. I was almost 17 back then, I am now 20, and if I had to guess, my arms were probably 11 to 12 inches. So let me see what my arms are like today. So that is exactly 15.5 inches, and that is without a pump. So this video is about how I grew my arms so you can do it most strategically and waste as little time in the gym as possible. Also, I will put a list of the top exercises that I do at the end of the video for you to copy. So I'm going to list out my top 3 mistakes I made when I first started. Number 1, so many people fall for the idea of more volume is better. But what it actually comes down to is how efficiently you're training those muscles. And the reason why is because your arms, excluding your forearms and your shoulders, are made up of 3 muscles. One of the muscles is the biceps brachii, which contains 2 heads, your long head and your short head. And then underneath those 2 heads is where you will find the second muscle, which is called the brachialis. This is best described as the muscle that gives you that bicep peak that we all know and love. And then your third and final muscle, your triceps brachii, consists of 3 heads, your long, your lateral and medial head. So because there's only 3 muscles in your biceps and triceps, that means there's only so much training that you can do before you just hit this invisible wall and you can't tear your muscle fibers anymore. My tip for you is to train biceps or triceps 2 or 3 times a week. Number 2, please stop ego lifting. Like, have you seen the videos where people do a preacher curl and they put so much weight on it because they think they can do it? They go down and their bicep just goes pop. Like, oh my god, you do not want to be in that situation. So then you ask yourself, how do I stop ego lifting and how do I know if I am ego lifting? Well, the good way to do it is you pick a weight that you can do 8 clean reps at. This means you do good form, you're not chucking the weight about, you're controlling the eccentric and the concentric. Once you've hit those 8 clean reps, you then push to 10, you then push to 12, and once you've hit 12 clean reps, you then restart the weight all over again by adding 2.5 kilos and pushing for 8 again. This is how you stop yourself from ego lifting, because you are actually pushing yourself to fail and actually tearing your muscle fibers, which is what will build your arms in the first place. Also, that method of doing 8 reps, 10 reps, 12 reps, then upping it by 2.5 kilos is the basics of progressive overload. So always remember, if you focus on less weight and better form, your arms will actually grow more than just having one dedicated arm day where you just blast your arms. So number 3, and probably my most underrated bit of advice, is to train for function and not just looks. Look, if you train your arms twice, 3 times a week, doing the same movements, same patterns, yes, you'll build looks, but you're not actually building strength in the smaller stabilizer muscles, the tendons, the ligament, and these are the most important things for your longevity, not just in the gym, but just in your whole life. Please don't train just for looks, or else you'll be a bit useless in 20 years down the line. Train to actually perform well, so you can use kettlebells to do this, you can use yoga to do this, you can use resistance bands to do this. Just doing a little bit of muscular endurance training alongside your bodybuilding will benefit you so much. Like me, myself, I love yoga. And there you go. More volume isn't necessarily better. Don't ego lift and stop training just for looks, train for function as well. Hey, before you go, I got some bonus points that don't really fit under any of the categories. So let me quick fire these. Number 1, always remember that your triceps make up 2/3 of your arm. So if you're going to be biased to one muscle, be biased to your triceps. Number 2, don't sleep on the compound movements like your bench, your deadlift, your squat, your pull-up. All of these muscles will either use your triceps brachii, your biceps brachii, or your brachialis, meaning you get the best of both worlds. And like I said at the start of the video, here are the top exercises that I do. And we are finished. So hopefully that helps you. Hopefully you got a bit of knowledge from that. I want you to get in the gym, train your biceps, train your triceps, and build some big arms.